Do it in a second. Oh dear, knackered, man. Can you hear me? Let's get this skimmer on. There, mate. I've moved it and it's come off at the back. And the top's not flowing properly. I want to get my hands on the plug and the plug wet. If I can find the plug, probably in the dog's bed. That's working, but it's sucking air. There you go. Done. Oh, I'm not watching the phone where the comments are. I'm watching the comments on where the phone. So it might seem delayed a bit, but the comments are the bits that are important. The Mrs. loves feeding the albino plec. A big chunk of cucumber, but everything gets on it, to be honest. The Amanos, the Ottos. And it'd be nice when that orange juice has grown in. Need some fish for it. Dark vapor. So I'm seeing the comments as you guys do. I know she don't buy courgette though. She buys cucumber because there's cucumber for everything, and she thinks that by feeding cucumber, 31p, yeah, she thinks because she feeds the pleco in the other tank cucumber, that's how it's got massive for a bristle nose. But it's got massive because there's that much fish food goes in it, it just shovels it up and then rests on the cucumber because it's nice to have a bit of a suck on. But I don't know. No, they're not. It's just water. So 90% water or something. I wonder when you see how many people are in chat if the bots count. So my point is it just me, you, Stream Elements, and Fish Family? Yeah, it's just me, you, Fish Family, and Stream Elements then, and one of them's left. I'm surprised the 1 minute, 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 what is it in Eastern Standard Time? 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. So I'm surprised them guys haven't appeared. Yeah, I'm all right with that as well. I need to walk around because of my leg, but I'll not walk around. But if I sit, and I know I shouldn't, but if I come downstairs, sit at a weird angle on the chair, and then once the pain subsides, have like really tight cross legs, like I'm a lady. It goes, but I know you shouldn't. I shouldn't have really tight legs. Just hoping my missus doesn't hear me talking and wake up, because she'll think something's wrong. I'll get in trouble. Yeah, I know Ron's probably having an early night because I think he's going away. He's popped a couple of videos up, Ron has. Had some nice yellow shrimp in now that'll colour up good, hopefully, for him. He thought it was in Scotland. Hi, David. He thought it was in Scotland. I know my accent's bad, but it's not that bad. No offence to any Scottish contingent. Hello, Lexi from Scotland. Yeah, one of our American friends thought my accent was Scottish, and it's not. Midlands, Birmingham, Scotland. So yeah, for those regulars, we did the auction on Saturday, and I bought in 6 pots of. Oh, nothing I can do about that. You sure it's not me vaping? I bought 6 pots of orange juice to do through the auction, and I didn't sell one of them, so I thought I'll use some of them in this tank to put a wall of Rotala orange juice at the back. And believe it or not, there's about 30 to 35 stems there. I don't sound Scottish. I sound more like a Brumley than anything. Looking from Birmingham, Peaky Blinder. So yeah, it's currently 19 minutes past 3 in the morning here. As usual, up in pain. No one was live. So I've switched the light on this tank, set up a tripod, put the microphone on, and gone in the other room actually. So I'm watching the comments as they appear, as though I'm a watcher, not as though I'm actually doing the live. So if stuff's sort of out of kilter and out of sync, if it's out of sync, I'm not that bothered. I'm up for an hour just trying to work through this pain. Can't take any more pain meds. Well, I could, but I need to keep my faculties about me because I've got something going on where I may need to leave at any point. But leave the house at any point, I mean. And if I take anything, I can't drive, so I'm not taking anything. I'm just going to try and work through it and eventually go back to bed. But the fish are probably wondering, you see how quick that skimmers cleared the surface up, Rob? I mean, I know you know they're good. You got one. In mic drops, that's what I've seen it flash. It's me moving. It shouldn't though. I'm not too far away from there. Yeah, the orange juice look good up there, to be fair. So once they're grown in, it's a green neon. So I didn't realise, I was reading up on them, and the green neon isn't related to the neon tetra. It's a completely different species. Paracadion simulans or something they're called. So they're not related. It's not a morph. It's not a morph of that at all. It is a completely different species. And well, you know, I shout their praises. I prefer them. I think they're nicer than. I don't talk when you vape coming out. Oh yeah, because it makes my voice sound different, doesn't it? Yeah, paracadons simulans or something they're called. Oh, let's try that then. So I'll have a vape. And now I'll talk. I definitely don't think it counts the bots, Rob, because it dropped down to 2, which was me and you. Now we're back up to 4. Look at that, support Rob's channel. Boom. Give him a sub and a watch and a like. So the sub sticks, otherwise YouTube doesn't count them. I wonder if it's crackling because bits of the vape are catching the mic or something. But yeah, I definitely need some money. I need to get some more of them simulants and put a good shoal back in there. Another 10 or 12. Because they do sort of they do shoal to a degree. They are nice fish. So Johnny's asked what happens when aquasol gets disturbed in a shrimp tank. So a few things can happen, and obviously it depends how much and how deep your shrimp soil is. But potentially, if you've got quite deep shrimp soil, disturbing it can release things that are stored in that soil. So if you disturb that soil, there's a potential that you've got compounds down in there. So hiya, Craig. Compounds down in there, so you could release hydrogen sulfide, stuff like that. And they like stability. So moving stuff around and disturbing it while they're in there isn't a great idea. If you notice most of my shrimp tanks are very thin layers of soil for Caradina. And that's because I reset quite often. Not like every 6 months, but a year, 2 years, depending on the soil. And it's just easier to to take it out, and because they don't produce so much waste, it buffers well over that period of time. 2 inches, you've got the potential that underneath that 2 inches, you've got, and I'm half asleep, so you'll have to forgive me, but you've got the potential where you've got buildups of hydrogen sulfide in anaerobic areas, and it's going to potentially change the water chemistry and disturb the shrimp and change the parameters in that water. So you could get ammonia spikes, hydrogen sulfide, toxic gases, stuff like that pop out. How you doing, Craig? Rob talked me into going live at 3:30 or 3 a.m. just after. Up in pain as usual. I can't take any meds because I may need to drive at some point through the night or in the early hours or in the morning. And no one was on. I looked at it and thought, well, Eastern Standard Time is going to be 10 p.m. You guys are, I think you're 8 to 9 hours in front, so it's early morning for you guys. And I thought, well, why not? But I'm actually sitting in a different room to where that tank is. And if you've seen this tank before, I've put retainer at the back. 12:30 there. Oh, I'm not hungry. Just had a 3 a.m. dump. I wonder if the crackle's the vape itself. Yeah, it's because it alters the chemistry of the water, whereas when it's not disturbed, it sort of just holds everything in place. I mean, don't get me wrong, the tank you're looking at is a 20-gallon tank, and it's got something like 17, 18 litres of soil in it, and I have disturbed it planting those rotala at the back. But I haven't disturbed it lots, but I get bubbles come up out of it because of how deep I've got it. But there's only a mono shrimp in here. Sorry, Rob, crackling. Hi, Jeffro. And shrimp. Spin it as in you vacuum it like. Depends how regular you do it. If it's stood for a while and you haven't done it, there's always the potential, especially if it's deep soil, that you've got you can release gases from it. But if you're spinning it in like a siphon, yeah, I think if it's sat for a while, it affects the parameters, definitely. See, I know a guy from Hong Kong called, his name's Bone, and he vacuums his soil, but he does it regularly. The little thing at the front. The little thing at the front's like a seaweed clip with a piece of cucumber in it. How come you can't send me a super chat? Because I'm not monetized. You can only send super chats when people are monetized. Hi, Joff. How are you? Yeah, I threw loads away. That's probably still good. I could probably still use it for planting, but it's storage, isn't it? There is you will see a comment come up from Stream, yeah, from Stream Elements saying if you want to support the channel, if you click on that, you can. It doesn't give a super chat. Uh, I think you can, Johnny, but only in the UK, unfortunately. Oh, I got up in agony, Joff, again. And normally, what I'd do is I'd sit, see if anyone's live, probably take an amitriptyline and go back to bed, but I can't take it because I need to be awake. My daughter's in hospital. Um, she's very unwell, adult. She's in her 30s, but I can't take anything in case I need to drive to Birmingham. Yeah, I'm in agony. I'm talking quietly, to be honest, because so I am talking pretty quietly. I'm trying to be as quiet. I had a phone call yesterday. The doctors wanted us to come in. I've never felt so scared in all my life. So I was absolutely petrified. It's about 35 minutes away in the car. And it's even worse for my wife because she's actually on exactly the same ward where her dad died 20 years ago. And she's coming back. Thanks. So yeah, I'm trying to vibrate high and have positive thoughts. My wife's totally the opposite. She she vibrates low and on negative thoughts. It does my head in, and she doesn't get how I'm calm. But I've got to feel that way. The little Yorkshire Terrier. If I don't know if anyone does use that donate link. I don't know if it pops up in chat because I'm actually watching on another phone, not the phone that's that's why my voice is when I'm in pain, but that's why my voice is quieter than I normally am. Mike of the Myers, your t-shirt's wicked, Mike. My voice is crackling anyway. Yeah, my daughter's on a ventilator. Not a tracheotomy one, just the one in the mouth. My missus rang them at about 11 p.m. and she's panicking a bit because they've said that they're going to give a blood product, so her platelets are low. But apparently sepsis does that anyway. So her platelets are low, and they're going to put her on dialysis, and she's panicking because her dad went on dialysis as well before he passed. But I said, what you got to think about is that dialysis will clean the blood, and there's nothing you can do. She's in the right place, and you just got to think positive. And she's reading up on how many, 1 in 5 and 4, if it goes into shock, 4 in 10 people, and I'm going, yeah, but there's 4 in 1 and 6 in 10, so you can't think like that. They say 1 in 2 people. It doesn't mean well, a trapped kidney stone in the urinary tract, Jeff, is they think is the most likely cause. But that's why she was in a hospital for, having a procedure to remove that. Stream elements time Johnny has. I must have swore. Oh no, Johnny timed stream elements out. He's clicked on it and clicked on it wrong. I think there's a setting. But apologies, Johnny, for that. He'll probably disappear now. Oh, can I do it? 2 seconds. I'm going to give Craig. I have to go in the other room to do this. Let me. There you go. I'll give Craig a spanner. Oh, my phone's tilted. There you go. So, Johnny, if you're back, Stream Elements is a bot, and I think it timed you out. Now, it's either timed you out for using caps or for, I've got certain profanity words that are banned. Just so I don't get grief off YouTube more than anything. Getting a bit headstrong. His elements. It might not be the. I don't know if it's the mic that's crackly or you can hear my vape. Because I'm using like a lapel mic and my vape's right next to it. Joff's going to give Stream Elements a bit of aggro. It's 60 seconds. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Craig's got 46 on the channels. I uploaded another video to my Isopod channel earlier. Haven't done anything with it, or made it live or anything, but so Johnny, if you're back now, Stream Elements it's a bot, and it will it will automatically ban for 60 seconds if you use certain profanity words. Good. So Stream Elements is a bot. I don't know if it might ban you for 60 seconds if you use all caps or certain profanity words. I think I've got I think it might get banned again. I think you used all caps. That's why it kicked you off. But I think that's a switch. But I've got certain profanity words, so I think I've got. No, I didn't either. I must have left the setting on. I didn't know about caps. But there's certain profanity words. I think there's the C word. I think there's the C word, the F word. I think there's words like, I don't know, maybe the B word. And then so that you don't all curse each other, I think I've got words like pussy and twat and stuff banned as well. So you can't call each other pussies and twats and, and the likes. Hi Mark, how are you? Let's give Mark a spanner. Let me go to the other. Let me go to the other camera. Craig should have a spanner, but I can't see him having a spanner. Oh, that's why, because it's right up here. Let's find Mark. I'll make Johnny a mod as well. Let's find him. Oh, hang on. I've deleted the message by mistake. Johnny, add another comment. I'll give you a spanner. I've deleted your message by mistake. There you go. I think I've done it. I've hidden Johnny by mistake. How do I undo that? Oh, I've done it. Johnny, if you want to drop a comment on, I'll make you a standard mod as well. I'll give you the spanner. If you're still here. And I haven't left because I hid you by mistake. I know. Right, let's give Johnny the spanner. Bear with me. I'll try and do this quietly. There you go, done. So I don't know if Stream Elements will throw you out as a standard mod now. But I'll tell you what. I know why. The mic's crackly. because it loses connection between where I'm sitting and the thing. And I think my vape interferes with it, because I saw it flashing when I was vaping. So I wonder if the coils on I'll tell you what, let's test the theory. Wonder if the coils, when they light up on the vape, because it's obviously an electrical coil, it's a circuit, I wonder if they affect the microphone. More fish, less tank. No, it needs another dozen paracardian simulans, i.e. green neons. That's what it needs. Let's test this theory on to see if the coils on the vape affect this microphone. No. I've moved the mic to the other side of my chest. So it was on the left, which is further away from where the receiver is on the right. And it was dropping connection because I could see it flashing. Got to test you back. 10 gallon. See what parameters change when the soil is disturbed. Some of the things that change, I mean, you can look for ammonia and stuff, but some of the things that change are you release stuff that's stored in the soil and in the waste. Yeah, black neons. I think black neons are a neon. These actually aren't. They're just called green neons. They're not related at all. They're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? It's late at night. Yeah, I do like black neons, actually. Let's test the theory again. I mean, you can hear me vaping. Night, Johnny. Take care. Oh, Jeffro needs a spanner as well. Let me see if I can give Jeffro a spanner without kicking him out like I did Johnny, giving him a complex. There you go. Jeffro's got one as well. You're all spannered up now. Yeah, I was never sure how far I think it's distance more than anything that affects it. So I believe one of those green neons is on fire. I've moved stuff around in this tank, so I planted that orange juice. I've moved the skimmer a bit further over, and the skimmer's probably hitting the front glass, and that's why you can see a turbo green neon. There is only 3 of those neons in there. 40 gallons at the door. 8:30 in the morning, bang, bang. Nice. Or 40 grams. I don't know it's 40 gallons or 40 grams. Night, Mike. Oh, if you fall out, you're crashing. Fair enough. I'd normally have taken mine if I'm honest, but because of the situation, I can't. So I was saying, believe it or not, I think there's 3 green neons in here, 3 apistos, 4 otocinclus, 1 bristlenose, 7 amanos, and a couple of dwarf cories. There might even be 3 dwarf cories. I think there's definitely 2. I think there's 3. I use different areas. I could easily put another half a dozen dwarf cories in here. I could easily put another dozen green neons in here. Partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, the vape affects it. Wow, the vape affects the microphone. How mad's that? Let's try that again. Didn't do it that time. But I think the coils on the vape, when you light them up, definitely affect the chocolate capital. Apparently, the best is chocolate penises. So -7 centimeters, being dominant. Just go the whole hog, Rob. Get a 480 litre. Get a nice big 480 litre with a bit of height, so you can scape it out and move stuff around if you need to. Yeah, famous for chocolate penises. Nice. I was at that show. They had a 240. So what's that in gallon? At 50 gallon. And churches, yeah. Rob's visited them all. Yeah, they had this Aquatic Optiset 240 white cabinet. I'm not sure if it's the biggest they do, but it looked really nice. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, look nice with a couple of discs in that will. They make you pay money to see Jeebus here. Jeebus. Jeff, bro. Super thick glass. What glass you using in that, Rob? 10 mil. Hi, Ben. I think this. I think that 240 was 10 mil. Opti white. The Aquatic one. I need it, man. They've got a deal on at the moment. Peter, I never had any money. They've got a deal on at the moment to buy the tank and get the cabinet free. I don't know if that's a trade thing, so your profits in the cabinet, or if that's sort of open to people as well. quite a fan of the Aqual stuff, if I'm honest. The lady from Aqual, excuse me, the lady from Aqual was at the show on the ALF stand, Rob. I was bigging up her products. I'll show you a photo. Oh, that pre-filter on that Oase is stunning, yeah. Absolutely stunning, the pre-filter. What a fantastic idea. Phew, stinks, that does. Yeah, I do like the Oases. That, this tank that you're looking at now has got an Oase on it, but it's the 250. Oh, you don't need to clean that for a year, Rob. You clean that pre-filter regularly, you don't need to clean that internal once a year. Even on a tank with heavy load, once a year. Yeah, the vape definitely messes with it, but you ain't stopping me vaping. It's the only pleasure I got left. And I mean the only pleasure as well. Although I do need to quit this as well. and 2 times pre-filters every 4th week. Yeah, I think this tank here, I do the pre-filter twice a year, and I do you can tell by the flow, it needs doing actually. Big food waste. Shit dogs. The one in the living room, the 180 litre, that gets done every 2 weeks, week to 2 weeks. You'll see it in an upcoming video. It's minging. Food waste, I reckon, out of every pot of flake that goes in there, I reckon 80% of it ends up on that filter. She shovels it in and doesn't switch the filters off when she's shoveling it in either. Now there's an idea. Create an external pre-filter for an external filter. Oh, I know, most ends up in the pre-filter. The you know the size of them pre-filter sponges, Rob, after a week in that other tank, they're about a quarter of their original size. They're that gunked up. It's wrong. And then I also do the internal dual filter. I change there's like a thin pre-filter pad. I change that every week. And then I do that whole filter about every 2 months. Yeah, I'm surprised somebody hasn't done it, because it's a fantastic idea, isn't it? Pre-filter. I mean, the fact that that Oase put it in, is Oase German? I know Jewel are. Jewel's definitely German. I'm not sure if Oase are. I know Aqual's Polish. Yeah, see, there you go. German engineering at its finest. Again. Do you know, I've never ever driven a German car. I've never owned a German car, should I say. I've driven BMs, but I've never owned. I've never owned a German car. and I've been driving since I was 19. Yeah, they don't even come with they don't even come with indicators, Joff. Never driven. Oh, I have driven a Mercedes actually, a Mercedes van. So my stepdad had a haulage firm, and when I was out of work and couldn't find work, I, I took on a van and from the profits of it. Or it was his van, but he used to share profit with me. So everything I earned in that van, we'd split like type thing. But yeah, the Sprinter van, it's a good van to be fair. Do you know I can manoeuvre a Sprinter van better than I can manoeuvre a car? I've had Fords, never had a Nissan, had loads of Fords. Wish I still had my first Ford because it'd be worth a fortune now. I've had a few Toyotas, which I do like, but they've got expensive. Thanks, Tom. Got a few Toyotas, couple of Kias. I do like the Kia, to be fair. Couple of Kias, Peugeots. So I had a Peugeot 205, 1.8 diesel, and the model that Peugeot did well, and absolutely fantastic motor that little Peugeot was. I think I had it for 4 years. It was old when I had it. It was genuinely a little old lady who used to use it to go to the shops and church, and had it for 4 years. And I think to get it through its yearly testing, I think it failed once on a wiper blade. They're Otto Synchros. I think they're either Otto Synchros or Dwarf Corridorus, Pygmy Corridorus. And the neon looking things are green neons, they're called. Yeah, Peugeot changed after that 205, and they started building crap, but the new one's supposed to be really good. Yeah, these are green neons. They're a different they're a different species. They're not actually neons, but so I'm trying to think. I've had Ford, Austin. I had an Austin Maxi, the old British Leyland car. I've had a Maestro, couple of Austin Maestro, couple of Mini Metros. I've had a Volvo 440 GL. No, it was a nice motor. I had a Volvo, a Montego, a Sierra, Ford Sierra, and then company cars. I had, in fact, I've had a German-owned car, but it was built in Spain. My last few cars have been, I had a Peugeot 307. I had a Ford, can't think of the name of it. I'm trying to think of my company cars. A Seat. I had a Seat Ateca. That was a nice motor. That was a really nice motor. And when I bought my Kia Sportage, I think I was looking at the Atecas, and to get an Ateca that was 6 months old, the same as my Kia when I bought it, with the same level of equipment on it, was something like 10 grand more. And went for the Sierra, the Kia Sportage. Yeah, they are. Jeff, I need a male. I'll go looking for one over the next few weeks, I think. But before I get a male, I want to get a breeding tank. Yeah, I do have CO2 on this tank. The rotala at the back has literally just been planted in the last week. Hi, Cecil. Yeah, that hair is so it's tropical soil, and it's on 1 drop a second of CO2. I need to clean the diffuser on it. Tropical soil, and it's Eleocharis parvula is the hair grass. Tropica one, it's I think, if my memory serves me, I think there's 9 pots of 1-2 growing there, 20-gallon tank. I planted relatively heavy when I planted it, and then blasted it with CO2 before anything went in. Now we're doing 4:08. 4:08 in the morning. To get it not to float. Do you know when you plant it, you have to plant it deep. So when you're planting it, if it's 15 millimeters long, push it into the soil 10 millimeters, and then put it in with your tweezers, wiggle it, and then pull your tweezers down and out through the side. I've had a few of these rotalas float up, but I've got, because the rocks are quite deep in the soil, you can, hi Jeff Kane, because the rocks are deep in the soil and are planted behind the rocks, it's almost an iceberg effect. So you can only see the top of the iceberg. So sort of pushing the tweezers down, the soil's thinner than I expected it at the back there, or the piece to plant in is thinner. With that, Tom, with that one on mesh, what you do is you put it on top so it stands up, and then you sort of you shake it into the substrate. So you're almost pushing it down so the substrate fills it, and you've got the tips poking out, and then it will take. My mic's dropped off again, but I wasn't vaping, so I think it's just losing signal with the connector. So I've just seen it flash again, and I wasn't vaping, so I don't know why it's losing connection. I am in the other room. Next time I'm visiting churches in Belgium. Never been to Belgium. So we're trying to talk my missus into, my missus always wants to go on holiday to somewhere hot. That's her, she's a beach holiday sort of person, but I like cities. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like beaches as well, but I like history. So I'm mad into history, especially if there's a World War II connection. So I really want to go to Poland and stuff. My nipper wants to go to Germany, and he doesn't like hot places. So we're trying to sort of talk my missus into when we do trips, we should go and visit European countries, not just Spain. And I mean, we haven't been to Portugal, but not just Spain, Turkey, places like that. With like beach holidays. So the places that I want to visit before my time is I would love to go to visit Auschwitz and Birkenau. I think it would be so humbling to go there and Schindler's Factory, Polish slums in that sort of stuff. Not the Jewish slums in Poland, I mean. And I've got a friend who lives in Sunny Beach, actually, a Polish lad who married a Bulgarian girl, Maciek. And he keeps saying, come over. But Normandy beaches as well. I'd love to visit the Normandy beaches because, they've got names, haven't they, like Sword and Pegasus and stuff like that. Code names. But it's when you think of how deep those beaches are, and I think, again, it'd be very humbling to sort of stand at the top of a beach and look down, how long that beach is, how deep it is to the sea, and think, 18 and 19-year-old lads were running up that under machine gun fire. And I'd like to do the war cemeteries as well. But I worked a lot in the Channel Islands, and obviously the Channel Islands were occupied. So there's still stuff on the Channel Islands, Jersey and Guernsey, like gun points and stuff, machine gun turrets and concrete structures that were built. And they're still there. They're still standing. Some of them are museums. You can actually go in them, and there's the underground hospital in Jersey as well. So they built a hospital underground, like a war hospital. I've seen that. I've been to that. But yeah, that sort of stuff. Brandenburg Gate, where the Berlin Wall was, East meets West. That's on the bucket list. Not for the World War II thing. Well, it is World War II thing, isn't it? But stuff like that I'd love to see. They're beautiful places. Jersey and Guernsey. I was working out there. Sunny Island. Yeah, in the summer, Jersey and Guernsey are really nice. I mean, obviously their climate's similar to northern France, and I'd imagine it would have been, Rob, because of the port and the ability to launch from the port there, ships and stuff. Ibiza, Sunny Island. So there's a place. So there's an actual resort in Bulgaria called Sunny Beach. That's the name of the resort, Sunny Beach. I don't know if that's what Jeffro's referring to. So yeah, there's actually a place in Bulgaria and it's called Sunny Beach. Oh, that'd do my head in as well, Rob. Golden sands. As long as it's not golden showers, it doesn't matter. Golden sands. I'm assuming these resorts have been given these names to attract visitors. I think Bulgaria is probably still one of the cheapest places to go. Turkey's got mad expensive. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me, Rob. The Russian mafiosa. Golden sand. We've got a few. We've got there's a place there's an area of Blackpool they call the Golden Mile. They should call it the Brown Mile. It's a shithole. Yeah, Black Sea, yeah. Is it the Black Sea? Bulgaria? Because Turkey's got a coast on the Black Sea, hasn't it? So the northern coast of Turkey is up on the Black Sea, and the southern coast is yeah, I'm a mic drop then, and I'm not using my vape. Yeah, I didn't. In my head, I'm looking at. I can't think where. I couldn't think where Bulgaria is. I've done a thermal spring in Kos, the Greek island of Kos, and there's red hot water coming out the hill into the sea, and you can smell all the phosphate. It's really good for the skin, actually. Kos, yeah, I've been to Kos. I like Cyprus, but again, it's just got mad expensive. Everywhere's just gone mad expensive. My daughter's off to Corfu. I've been to Corfu a few times. My daughter's off to Corfu tomorrow. And my other daughter, she's panicking about, I don't know whether to go. Just go. There's nothing you can do here. Just go. And my missus says, what happens if anything happens while she's there? I says, don't tell her. Tell her when she comes back. So she's off to Corfu. And Corfu have started doing what Ibiza and Mallorca are doing. So they're charging a tourist tax. So when you get to the hotel, based on the star and I'm convinced that what they're doing or what they're trying to do is stop people travelling. You know, you've got airport taxes, fuel duty, extra baggage taxes, and now when you get there, you've got to pay a tourist tax. And I'm convinced that they're as a mic back now. I'm convinced that they're trying to stop us travelling. They don't want us travelling. So you probably find that it's what they're trying to do is stop the average person from travelling and make travel a thing for the rich. That's what I think's happening. Let's stop everyone travelling all over the place, and we'll keep that for, that domain for the rich and powerful. moved my chair. Well, I haven't moved my chair. I've moved my arse on the chair. So I'm actually sitting closer to the mic than I was before. I think I'm going to wrap up there, guys, and see if I can get back to sleep. I've been up for nearly 2 hours in pain, and I should probably be heading back to bed 4:30 in the morning. Thanks, guys. I'm going to knock this off. Let me go in the other room. Take care. Speak to you all soon. Well, that's if I can't sleep, Rob, but I'll have a go. Catch you later.